Greggs sausage roll costs just £1.20, and this bottle of champagne and caviar costs £100. And today I want to see how the humble Greggs sausage roll compares to some of the most expensive items of food in Britain. You see, I've ordered 5 items of food from Fortnum & Mason, one of the UK's most expensive shops, and I want to see how they compare in terms of value for money against the simple sausage roll. And we'll be starting small and gradually getting more expensive. This one's gonna hurt the bank account. Yes, up first we do have, of course, the Greggs sausage roll. I mean, this is just a staple of the British diet. I mean, look at the golden colour of it. Oh, what a joy. What an absolute joy to be in the presence of, you know? Oh, that crisp outer body shell. So lovely, so succulent, the meat inside. It's going to be tough to top this, especially in terms of value for money. £1.20. Ooh. It's light, it's fluffy, it's playful. It's a joy to be around. A saltiness in the mouth that explodes with flavour, like a little nuclear bomb or something. So what, you can drop that on me anytime. So now we've set the bar, let's compare all these expensive foods to this cheap food. Guess let's crack on. Here's the stuff from Fortnum & Mason, and a little letter. Dearest Ed, you are the sexiest strawberry blonde alive. Enjoy the overpriced grub, you massive stud. Love you loads. Kiss, kiss, kiss. That's Fortnum & Mason saying that, okay? Secret admirers. Guilty. Okay, next up we have got the venison and onion pie. It's a pie. This has cost £10 from Fortnum & Mason. 10 British pounds. Already very impressed with the outer shell. Nice little pattern on the top. I don't know what that is supposed to be. A 5-leaf clover, perhaps. We're going to dig in and we're going to treat this with some respect here. Let's go straight down the middle. Oh, yeah, it's basically a big pork pie, I think, isn't it? Just venison. That's a big chunk of meat there. It's chunky. It's unapologetically itself. It's not afraid to be big, bold, to stand out. It commands the table. You're not missing this. Unless, of course, you're legally blind. You get the feeling it could withstand several tsunamis, perhaps. But what does it taste like? Well, it's quite peculiar. There's a little bit of a punch, a bit of a kick to that onion. It's not spicy, but it's almost black peppery. Is there black pepper in this? Yeah. Do you know what? It's not that nice. It's really not that nice. I quite like a pie. More of a steak pie usually, but this is not that good. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be eating this cold. I'm starting to question myself here. It just doesn't taste right. That's not doing a lot for me, to be honest with you. It's a waste of a venison. What animal even is a venison? I don't know. Is that a cow? What is a venison? Is it a part of the cow? It's not an actual animal, is it? I don't know. For me, there is no way that that comes close to the sausage roll. No chance. Next, Scotch eggs. Pork and black truffle Scotch eggs, no less. Okay, these 4 Scotch eggs have cost £25. £25.95 to be precise. 4 Scotch eggs. I mean, what are they going to be like? How different can they be to a normal Scotch egg? Oh my god. They are bowling balls. In all fairness, they're not normal Scotch eggs. They are massive. 4 of them for 26 quid. Let's do the maths on that. £6.50 each for that. For a Scotch egg. It's stupid. You are going to have to be ridiculously good to beat Greggs sausage roll. Right, okay, here we go. Let's eat a Scotch egg. You're supposed to eat it with your hands. I will make an exception for a Scotch egg. Oh my god. I've entered a new realm of Scotch egg. It's actually got an egg yolk inside that's bleeding. The egg yolk is actually coming out. Is that even allowed? How have they done that? In all seriousness, it's just a Scotch egg. That is pretty disappointing. It's an egg wrapped in pork. It's got no soul to it, it's got no heart, it's got no lungs. It's a bit of food. It's like a lump of concrete. There is no way that the Greggs sausage roll is beaten by that. Not a chance. Not a chance. You're going to have to do better than that, Fortnum & Mason. What a waste of 26 quid that is. Not even close. Anyway, up next we have got a hand-decorated dark chocolate Easter egg. It's that time of year, folks. 50 quid, but it's hand-decorated. What? I don't care. I'm eating it. What does that matter? I mean, if it was a big one, fair enough, 50 quid. Make it the size of a room or something. Fine. I've got a bigger head than that. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I like that. I don't like that, though. Is that it? I feel like I'm performing heart surgery here just to get to it. It's an Easter egg, just let me get in. Oh my God. This is so pretentious for an Easter egg. Oh, and it's broken. Brilliant. £50. There's actually bits coming out somehow, even though it's racked up. This is for people who have no soul, no class, and far too much money. Who are you buying this for? Is it for a child? Is it for a family member that's, you know, on the brink of death? So you can then inherit it from them? Honestly, better taste good. I'll be furious if it doesn't. This is dark chocolate, so it's right up my street. So look, the dark chocolate actually tastes pretty good. My main criticism would be how thin it is. There's no wonder it's cracked at the back. It's ridiculously thin. It's so light, so easy to break. It's like glass. Within its back and arse comes more chocolate. Some chocolate hens or chocolate chickens or something. All because the eggs hatched. And out pops the chicks and the hens and the chickens. Like a biology lesson there. Which came first, though? Philosophy. I mean, look, the quality of the chocolate is pretty good. The size of the egg, however, is so disappointing. It's ridiculous. My hands are bigger than the egg. Paying the 50 quid for the fact it's good quality dark chocolate, and the fact it's got these little decorations on the front, some of which have fallen off. But I mean, someone's literally just put some chocolate on them and popped it on. I was hoping for a £20 note in the bag, to be honest with you. Well, I've got to say, for 50 quid, that is pretty appalling. I mean, there is no way anybody can tell me that this is better value for money than the Greggs sausage roll. Not a chance. Not a chance. I will, however, say it's probably the best tasting thing so far, aside from the Greggs sausage roll, naturally. It's just as broken as the families that end up buying these. On to the next one. Right up next, we have a £75 steak and chips meal from Fortnum & Mason. For 75 quid, I was sort of expecting that it would arrive and, you know, a chef would cook it for you. No, it's the raw meat, you've got to cook it yourself. But anyway, I've cooked up a storm, as you'll see. Let's eat the steak and chips. 75 quid. Right, here we go. Got my steak and chips. Really nicely served there by me, just plonked them on top. And then on top of this, we're just going to put a little bit of the old peppercorn sauce. Don't know really what you do, just chuck it on. Fingers crossed I like it. So for 75 quid, you get the steak, which you have to cook, the chips, which you have to cook, the peppercorn sauce, which you have to put in the microwave, but also you get a little bottle of wine for 75 quid. I don't know why it's wrapped in this sort of pretentiousness. I mean, it looks like it's been found in like a pirate ship or something. I don't know why it's wrapped in this, a bit much. And this is a Rosso Piccinino. Sounds like an Italian footballer. Right, so let's focus on the main attraction here, which is the steak and the chips. I've got no idea how I've cooked it. I'm hoping medium rare or thereabouts. Let's get into one of the chips. First of all, lovely crisp on it. It's supposed to be triple cooked. Whatever that means, I don't know. Why would you cook it 3 times? Cook it once. Wow, that is good. That's a little bit better than McCain's, I'll tell you that. That is actually very, very impressive. However, I want to take at least 90% of the credit for that. I cooked it. Right, onto the steak. How have I cooked this? I think that might be medium. I'm not an expert on this. That's probably more cooked than I usually have it, to be honest. Anyway, what does this £75 steak taste like? In fairness, that tastes fantastic. Look, if it was medium rare, it would be even better. There's loads of flavour in there. I mean, to be honest, for 75 quid, you'd expect it to be good. I'd be a bit annoyed if it wasn't good. But the flavours, oh my God, you get a feeling for the cow. It just provokes like an image of it just sort of frolicking through the fields, you know? Oh my God, it was a happy cow. Ears like bouncing up and down and all that. I think it's probably a Scottish cow. I'll tell you what though, I'm pleasantly surprised. It makes you proud to be a meat eater, does this? It really does. I mean, that is worth killing a cow for. You can't tell me otherwise. Nearly went down the wrong hole, Jesus. Imagine if I just died on camera then. Would have been a great last meal, in all fairness, but wow. Now, I think this is supposed to feed 2 people. I don't think it does, really. It's just one very hungry person, I reckon. Whew. Wow, that was really, really good. It is 75 quid, though. Is it worth 75 quid? No. No, it's not. Are many things worth 75 quid? No. My shoes aren't worth 75 quid. 30 Reebok on sale. Taste amazing. Probably the best tasting thing we've had so far. As for value for money, it just can't compete. It just can't. It's about twice as much as it should be worth. On that basis, sorry, but the Greggs sausage roll wins again. On to the next one. Right then, okay, up next we have a little bit of the bubbly. Champagne, Fortnum and Mason, Brut Reserve. And along with the champagne, we have got a little bit of caviar with it. It is Bayeria fresh caviar. No idea what that means. This is for a combined price of £100. It came together as a bundle, 100 quid. Please don't have a cork. Honestly, I'll be so annoyed if it has a cork, because I don't have a corkscrew. Is this when it like pops out and kills people and stuff? I'm sure I've heard of that happening. Is that a thing? Oh my god, I just popped champagne. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. It's only half full. I don't even know what champagne is. Is it grapes? Is it still... That's wine, isn't it? What is this? What is champagne? Caviar. I've never had caviar before. That'll surprise you. This is the most relatable video I've ever made. Champagne and caviar. God, what's this going to look like then? Caviar's fish eggs, isn't it? How do you get in? Is there a secret button? Give me my caviar. You see, you'd never get this with a sausage roll. I'm in! Scissors, that's how people open caviar. Look at that. Are they still alive then? If I hatched that then, could that realistically become a goldfish or something? I mean, the fact that I've had to pay £100 for this is just annoying, because this feels more like a bush tucker trial to me, does this, than you know, a privilege to do.
Best of luck, Ed.
I mean, who's making a meal out of that anyway? Is it high in protein or anything? Let's try this champagne first. Brut. Not very sexy, is it? Strong. 12%. Getting a little bit of a fizz. That just tastes like any old wine, champagne thing that I've ever had before. As soon as it enters the gob, it does a little bit of a fizz on the tongue. That's what people do, isn't it? Smells like alcohol, tastes like alcohol. It's alcohol. I quite like a grape. I don't know what they've done to them to get it to make them fizzy. Yeah, look, it's champagne, isn't it, at the end of the day? On to the fish eggs. Are you supposed to have the champagne with the fish eggs? Like, swill them round together? A shoal of fish. Is that the right word? Group? A clan of fish? It is shoal, isn't it? Oh, you're not supposed to eat it, are you? You're not supposed to chew. You're supposed to just let it sit on the tongue and melt. It's meant to just melt on the tongue. You give me 5 minutes. Oh God. Who spent 100 quid for that? It was like I just had a prawn sitting on my tongue. But weirdly, as I swelled it round the old gob, it actually began to taste a little bit nicer. It began to unleash a little bit of the caviar-ness. What went on then? I just feel bad. I've had a whole like family of fish here. Usually when you go to a fish and chip shop, you're only killing one fish, aren't you? So it's not like a big deal. You're just like, you know, just one cod down or whatever. But that's a whole clan of them. Oh, caviar and champagne burp. Maybe you're supposed to have it with the champagne. Maybe that's why they sell it together. No, that's just fishy wine. That's just a bit odd, isn't it? Rich people are a bit odd though, I've always said that. That's what happens, you send your kids to boarding school, bye! You leave home at 5, little Adrian. So that's why they do sort of ease the pain with a little bit of bubbly. I don't get it. What I am curious about though, on a serious note, does champagne go with sausage roll? That's proper food. That was really quite nice actually. Greg's and champagne goes quite well. Right, so look, I think it's pretty obvious that not only is this not worth 100 quid, I mean 25, 30 maybe, caviar, you struggle to pay more than a £5 for that. I mean, tiny little tin, just get a prawn. Out of all the things I've had, I've been pretty disappointed with most of them, to be honest with you, particularly things like the pie, these Scotch eggs weren't that great, they were just Scotch eggs. Nothing really felt like value for money particularly. And in comparison to the sausage roll, you can't really say that anything competes with this. £1.20, you can't really beat that. I know, I just think we shouldn't have to pay taxes.